For the next award, we already have Dr. Sadhna Sathe, Associate Professor in Pharmacology, who's up on the dais with us. And to receive the award, I call upon Mrs. Maruk Rustamji and Mr. Temas Rustamji to kindly come up on stage.
Mrs. Maruk T. Rustamji, an entrepreneur par excellence, due to her high degree of integrity, commitment and professionalism, has been responsible for the high esteem in which her alma mater, the Institute of Chemical Technology, is recognized. Mrs. Rustamji obtained her B.Pharm in 1982 and M.Pharm in 1984 from ICT Mumbai. Currently, she is the founder, director and chief operating officer of Rubicon Research Private Limited, a technology-driven company engaged in research, development and manufacturing of OTC and RX, branded and specialty generic products. Rubicon pioneered the concept of contract research in formulation development at a time when contract research from India was unheard of. Rubicon has recently entered the commercial manufacturing segment and clinical trial supply with a recently commissioned CGMP facility at Ambernath, Thane in 2011. In 2013, the plant was approved by the US FDA, UK MHRA and TGA. In 2003, Rubicon Research was recognized as the first commercial R&D center for pharmaceutical development research by DSIR, Government of India. It received the Silver Patent Award for 2009-10 in the Formulations Patents category by PharmExcel and Department of Pharmaceuticals, Government of India. In 2013, Rubicon received the first UBM Pharma Award for Best Contract Research Organization in India at CPHI India. In token thereof, and in recognition of her contribution towards enhancing the prestige of ICT, it is duly resolved to bestow upon her the UAA ICT Distinguished Alumnus Award Entrepreneur on this day, the 11th of May 2014.
Thank you. And for the last two awards, it's my immense pleasure to call upon the husband-wife team, Pratibha and Sudhir Pilgaonkar. Please come up on stage. I believe this is the first time we are honoring a husband-wife team jointly for an entrepreneur award. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Professor Sharma, Professor Joshi, or Professor Yadav.
Mrs. Pratibha S. Pilgaonkar, an entrepreneur par excellence, due to her high degree of integrity, commitment and professionalism, has been responsible for the high esteem in which her alma mater, the Institute of Chemical Technology, is recognized. Mrs. Pilgaonkar completed her BSc Tech degree in 1976 from ICT Mumbai. Currently, she is the founder, director and chief executive officer of Rubicon Research Private Limited, a technology-driven company engaged in research, development and manufacturing of OTC and RX, branded and specialty generic products. Rubicon pioneered the concept of contract research in formulation development at a time when contract research from India was unheard of. The company has recently entered the commercial manufacturing segment and clinical trial supply with a recently commissioned CGMP facility at Ambernath, Thane in 2011. In 2013, the plant was approved by US FDA, UK MHRA and TGA. In 2003, Rubicon Research was recognized by DSIR, Government of India, and received the Silver Patent Award for 2009-10 in the Formulations Patents category by PharmExcel and Department of Pharmaceuticals, Government of India. In 2013, Rubicon received the first UBM Pharma Award for Best Contract Research Organization in India at CPHI India. In 2010, Indian Pharmaceutical Association with European Directorate for the Quality of Medicines and the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission felicitated Mrs. Pilgaonkar for her valuable contribution in the area of pharmaceutical research and development. She was also honored by the American Association of Indian American Scientists for her dedicated and exemplary leadership in advancement of pharmaceutical research and development in India at New Orleans in November 2010. In 2011, she was felicitated with Stree Shakti Award, celebrating success as a woman entrepreneur in the medium sector category. In token thereof and in recognition of her contribution towards enhancing the prestige of ICT, it is duly resolved to bestow upon her the UAA ICT Distinguished Alumnus Award Entrepreneur on this day, the 11th of May 2014.
Incidentally, Pratibha and Sudhir were classmates during BSc Tech too. Please read out Mr. Sudhir Pilgaonkar's citation.
Yes. Mr. Sudhir D. Pilgaonkar, an entrepreneur par excellence due to his high degree of integrity, commitment and professionalism, has been responsible for the high esteem in which his alma mater, the Institute of Chemical Technology, is recognized. Mr. Pilgaonkar completed his BSc Tech degree in 1976 from ICT Mumbai. Currently, he is the founder director and chief commercial officer of Rubicon Research Private Limited, a technology-driven company engaged in research, development and manufacturing of OTC and RX brand and specialty generic products. Rubicon pioneered the concept of contract research in formulation development at a time when contract research from India was unheard of. Rubicon has recently entered the commercial manufacturing segment and clinical trial supply with a recently commissioned CGMP facility at Ambernath, Thane in 2011. In 2013, the plant was approved by US FDA, UK MHRA and TGA. In 2003, Rubicon Research was recognized as the first commercial R&D center for pharmaceutical development research by DSIR, Government of India. It received the Silver Patent Award for 2009-10 in the formulation patents category by Pharmexcel and Department of Pharmaceuticals, Government of India. In 2013, Rubicon received the first UBM Pharma Award for the best contract research organization in India at CPHI India. In token thereof and in recognition of his contribution towards enhancing the prestige of ICT, it is duly resolved to bestow upon him the UAA ICT Distinguished Alumnus Award Entrepreneur on this day, the 11th of May 2014.
Thank you so much. So the Silver Jubilee has brought up a first-time award in a husband-wife duo. Thank you. Dr. Vijay Habu had already told us that the UAA has initiated a UAA Young Achiever Award, and today we provide a platform of recognition for one such young achiever. He is a brilliant mind, an alumnus of ICT, but who's currently doing his PhD. So to read out the citation, I would like to call upon his own mentor and supervisor, Professor Thorat. I also call upon Vaibhav Tirke to join us on stage.
I think as rightly said he's the Mark Zuckerberg of ICT. Mr. Vaibhav B. Tirke, an alumnus par excellence, due to his high degree of integrity, commitment and innovative strength, has been responsible for high esteem in which his alma mater, the Institute of Chemical Technology, is recognized. Mr. Vaibhav obtained his BChem Eng in 2008, MChem Eng in 2011, and a university topper, and is currently registered for PhD in Chemical Engineering Department of ICT. He is a young alumnus with exceptional capability and achievements. He has undergone courses in intellectual property organized by WIPO, technology commercialization organized by Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, FICCI, and the University of Texas, and an innovation readiness course organized by IC2 Institute, USA. The benefits of this training is evident from the award he has bagged. He received the Bayer Young Environment Leadership Award initiated by Bayer and United Nations Environmental Program, UNEP. He is a recipient of 3 Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation awards in the area of drying technology, each $100,000. And on top of that, there's something else is coming up. The USAID Indo-African Bridge Program for a Solar Conduction Dryer in Kenya, the USAID USA and the FICCI Award for Multi-Stage Agro-Processing Technology, and the University of Texas, USA, and Dell Incorporation USA Award as a grand winner for social innovation, that he won $60,000. He has also won the bronze medal and the silver medal at UNESCO's Engineering 2009, Mondial Engineering Award of 2007. This was jointly sponsored by Mercedes-Benz and Daimler Chrysler. Agilent Engineering and Technology Award 2007, and many more awards. He has 2 patents on solar drying and multi-stage agro-product processing using clean energy, and is a founder and president of Science for Society, and has featured as youth icon on Doordarshan and Akashvani. In token thereof, and in recognition of his contribution towards enhancing the prestige of ICT, it is duly resolved to bestow upon him the UAA Young Achiever Award on this day, 11th of May 2014. I would also like to request Mr. Ganesh Bere and Swapnil Kokate, both alumnus of ICT. Ganesh Bere is 2008 BChem pass out, Vaibhav Tidke's classmate, and Swapnil Kokate, BTech Polymers 2010. They want to present a check back to ICT out of the money that they received, 5%, the equipment which they sold to all over India and the world. And as a token of appreciation, they would like to hand over their own contribution back to ICC, 100,000 Indian rupees. In few days' time, I hope it becomes $100,000. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. May I thank our chief guest, our vice chancellor, and the president for helping us conduct this ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Padma. Congratulations again to all the winners of the distinguished awards, as well as the UAA Young Achiever Award. One of the critical measures of success of an alumni association is also its ability to spread its network through its various chapters nationally and internationally. UAA too has, over the last few years, taken baby steps to establish chapters across the country as well as internationally. To talk about them briefly, I now request Rajiv Panse, Member Board of the Governors who leads the chapter initiatives at UAA, to come on stage.
Thank you. Good evening. With great pleasure, I stand before you on this momentous occasion of our UAA Silver Jubilee Finale. Realizing the importance of our UAA chapters to take the UAA concept activity still very deep and wide for its long-term and worthwhile sustainability, this BOG has concentrated heavily on the chapter activation program. As the chapter coordinator of this BOG, I am happy to inform you all UAItes that in the last 8-9 months, with the efforts of all concerned, we have reactivated 4 domestic chapters of Ankleshwar, Aurangabad, Pune and Vapi, and efforts are on to revive the Ahmedabad, Tarapur, Delhi, Hyderabad and Bangalore chapters. New executive committees are in place for this for the year 2014-16. Regarding our overseas chapters, the South Asia, Singapore, Bangkok and China are becoming active, and we are trying to reactivate the US and UK chapters. As you must have observed, the UA's domestic and overseas chapters are nearly same in numbers, underlining the fact that most of the UD cities are very much in demand out of India too. The details of the present executive committee of these chapters is mentioned in a souvenir that has just been given to you, and also on our website. Now we have started UAA inter-chapter meets. First was conducted on last annual reunion day on 21st of December 2013, and second was conducted today. So I'd like to now introduce the new executive committee members of Aurangabad and Pune chapters who are here today. Please come on. This is the executive team of Pune chapter. Dr. Hirwani, who is the immediate past chairman, Mr. Dr. Sanjay Chauhan, who is the secretary, and Mr. Babu Rao. These are the executive committee members of Pune chapter. Please give them a big hand, please. Thank you. And from the Aurangabad chapter team, we have the chairman, Mr. G.D. Agrawal, and the executive committee member, Mr. Jayant Deshpande. Thank you. Now, as is the atmosphere in the country, our Dil Mange More. So we have plans to take this chapter activity to more places, starting by establishing UA, Mumbai and Kolhapur chapter. If any of you have any contacts with the UD citizens in the above mentioned place or any new places like Nagpur, Indore, Chennai, etc., who can take up this activity enthusiastically, please share that information with us. Chapter activity at various places leads to regular gathering of all our alumni in that area and creating networking between them, making UAA a real all-encompassing UDCT ICT alumni group. The importance of chapter mechanism is that it strengthens the UAA concept at the grassroots level. UAA's final aim through all such measures is to take UAA to such a level that UAA becomes the reason for anyone to join ICT. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajiv, for the excellent work you're doing to spread the network. May I request all those at the behind to kindly be seated. All the people standing in behind, kindly be seated, please. We will now have the address of our chief guest, Dr. Anil Kakotkar. I request Mr. Lalit Chadda, ex-president and now a member of the BOG of UAA, to introduce our chief guest. All those standing at the back, kindly be seated, please.
Chief guest of the evening, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Anil Kakotkar, Vice Chancellor of ICT, Professor Yadav, President of the Alumni Association, Dr. Vijay Habbu, Chairman of the Silver Jubilee Celebrations Committee, Mr. Kishore Mariwala, Senior Vice President of UAA, Mr. Zaveri, prominent UICTians in the audience, Professor Sharma, Dr. Ramarao, my fellow board members, BOG members, and all my friends of ICT, a very good evening to all of you. Friends, Dr. Anil Kakotkar has come to us very often in the past. He has been, ICT is at his heart, and he's always with us whenever we want him. His hometown was Baravani in Madhya Pradesh. And believe it or not, he was a student of VJTI, just our first neighbor across the road. He did his BE, Bachelor's in Engineering from VJTI, and then did his MSc from Nottingham University in UK. Dr. Anil Kakotkar became the director of BARC in the year 1996 and was the chairman of Atomic Energy Commission during the years 2000 to 2009. 9 years as the director of AEC. Currently, he holds DAE Homi Bhabha Chair at BARC. Kakotkar, undeterred by the restrictions imposed by the international community, succeeded in developing various systems for the pressurized heavy water reactors in building the Dhruv reactor, starting from the conceptual stage. In rehabilitation of Madras Atomic Power Station Units 1 and 2, both of which at one stage appeared to be on the verge of being written off. In conceptualization and development of advanced heavy water reactor that realizes the next generation objective besides use of thorium. Kakotkar played a key role in the nuclear test in 1974 and 1998 at Pokhran, and that day was declared as the Technology Day of India, 11th May 1998. India has also demonstrated nuclear submarine power pack technology under Kakotkar's leadership. Kakotkar's sterling leadership led to a significant boost to Indian nuclear power program, notwithstanding the uranium supply constraints. As a result, India's nuclear generation capacity is set to reach 10,000 MeWe with the completion of projects already underway in India. Under Kakotkar's leadership, has earned a distinctive status as a country with advanced nuclear technology. And barriers to international civil nuclear trade were removed while retaining our strategic autonomy. Notable also are his innovative contributions to human resource development, establishment of National Institute of Science Education and Research, DAE Mumbai University Center for Basic Sciences, and Homi Bhabha National Institute are expected to result in a fresh wave of new talent for the acceleration of India's multifaceted atomic energy program. Kakotkar is leading efforts to take ICT, IITs, and NITs to world-class level, develop solar energy, enhance excellence in higher and technical education, and catalyze science and technology-based development in Maharashtra. We are very lucky today to have a great nuclear scientist in our midst, and we should give him a standing ovation for coming over here and being the chief guest.
President of UDCT Alumni Association, Dr. Vijay Habu, Mr. Kishore Mariwala, Professor Yadav, Shri Lalit Chadda, Shri Zaveri, Shri Deshmukh, respected Professor M.M. Sharma, Dr. Ramarao, Professor Joshi, several distinguished alumni of ICT, members of faculty of ICT, students of ICT, ladies and gentlemen. Right since the days I was in VJTI, I have been coming to ICT at the drop of a hat. In those days, for taking lunch in the canteen here, nowadays, whenever Professor Yadav calls me here. But it's always a great pleasure to be here, and particularly today, because you have the UAA Silver Jubilee Grand Finale, and that too happening on 11th of May, which happens to be the Technology Day. So I have double connection with this function, and thank you very much for this invitation. Let me also at the outset express my felicitations and congratulations to several luminaries, both who are kind of taking the UAE to greater heights, the members of Alumni Association or past alumni who have taken ICT to greater heights. And of course, today is a special day to recognize and felicitate Professor Joshi after his receiving the Padma Bhushan from President of India. So I think it's a combination of several things which brings you joy and which creates the rationale for one to be here on this wonderful evening. Clearly, ICT is a role model for an institution of higher learning. In my view, it has one of the most evolved ecosystem in terms of best in academics and best in applications, both for students, the faculty, and for the industry. So I am at loss of words. I, of course, these days give a lot of lectures about what all that is needed to be done in terms of higher education, or more specifically, the higher technical education. But that's for others. I think I have to learn from a place like this and carry the message to other institutions, because ICT is truly a model for all education institutions or higher technical education institutions in the country to emulate. I was trying to inquire from Professor Yadav, with so many of ICT alumni who are entrepreneurs, who have created industry, who have created value for the country. I think it's worthwhile to calculate what's the contribution to GDP from ICT. And I don't have that number, but I think one is sure that that's going to be an extremely large number. And I think it will be worthwhile projecting what an academic institution can do. A mention was made about chemical industry and the protectors of environment being at crossroads. And from what one hears, from several things you get from Professor Yadav, I think ICT has proven, or it proves to everybody, that protection of environment and the running of a chemical industry, they actually go in hand, and they are not at cross purposes. And I think this message surely will go far and wide, and the view of the society towards chemical industry would change as we move along. Having said that, I started my, engagement with ICT or UDCT on those days when I was a student in VGTI. But I was just recounting, and there are actually several dimensions of this engagement. When I was in DAE, in the sense when I was in active service of DAE, I had several occasions to come here talk about a number of collaborative activities, some of which have become very large, and atomic energy has certainly gained a lot in terms of knowledge, a lot in terms of value and technology from the work that has been done here. Now, since I am connected with the Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology Commission, there again I have reason to come here on several occasions, not just because several of those projects supported by the commission are being done here, but more importantly, I think we look to ICT for several of our activities. So in some manner, ICT is our host. And so I want to express our gratitude on this occasion for that purpose. The last point I wish to make in terms of engagement with ICT is, of course, Professor J.B. Joshi. He, in his capacity as the DAE Homi Bhabha Chair Professor, he is mentoring, guiding a fairly large number of students and colleagues from DAE on a number of projects. And I think several of them probably would have gone not far, but for Professor Joshi's first-hand and personal involvement. And this is actually a new paradigm, if I can say so, where students, 30, 40 in number, they all look to meeting Professor Joshi, learning from him, carry out their research, and all of it is of great interest, great importance to the atomic energy program. And I think not just in terms of new technology, but also in terms of several things which are happening, I would say, empirically earlier, are now on a very sound analytical basis, and that clearly would go a long way in adding a much sharper clarity, much better dimension in terms of performance in several activities of atomic energy, be it reactor, be it chemical plant on the front end of the fuel cycle, be it chemical plants in the back end of the fuel cycle, and of course several other aspects which are not very specific to atomic energy, but energy in general. So I think while I thank you, Professor Joshi, but I must also thank ICT for this wonderful benefit that we have been receiving. Finally, let me express my felicitations to all of you on your Silver Jubilee function. Clearly, alumni are a strong force for a vibrant academic institution, as we have been witnessing right here. The legacy of ICT comes through again and again in several expressions which different alumnus are making, and I'm pretty certain that even in that aspect, ICT is a role model to emulate for many other institutions. So once again, congratulations to UAA, and wish you all the best for your next 25 years between Silver Jubilee Day and the Golden Jubilee Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Undoubtedly, you have been a tremendous inspiration to all in this country with your humility in spite of mountain of achievements on your shoulders. May I now request, as a token of our gratitude, request Dr. Habbu and Dr. Professor Yadav to felicitate Dr. Kakodkar. Thank you, sir. We will now have the felicitation of our senior alumni, alumni who are 75 plus, who have come all the way for this function. May I request all alumni 75 plus to come on the first two rows if they are sitting behind. And I'll now request Dr. Prasad Nabar, Member Board of Governors of UAA and coordinator of the alumni interface, to conduct this felicitation, and request Dr. Habbu also to go down and felicitate our senior alumni, all 75 plus there.
Thank you, Nitin. Good evening, everybody. And it's our Indian tradition wherein we respect our elders, seniors, and seek their blessings. In that way, we at UAA thought it fit to salute the confidence and the determination of all our senior alumni by gracing this occasion, and we would like to seek their blessings in our way forward. May I request Dr. Vijay Abbu to kindly come down and let us felicitate our senior 75 plus. Thanks. We move forward. Dr. Rama Rao. Thank you very much, sir. Professor M.M. Sharma. Mr. Raj Purohit. Yes, come. Let's go in this way. Yeah, Dr. P.K. Banerjee. All the best. Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir. Mr. Mulchandani. Mr. Datar. Mr. Jinju Wadia. Yeah. Professor Kamla Krishnan. Mr. Chiti Panse. Yeah, Mr. J.R. Shah. Dr. S.R. Shah. Yeah. Dr. S.R. Shah. If anybody else is there, 75 plus. Yeah, good name? Mr. Dr. U.B. Rao. What's your name? Mr. S.T. Sali. Mr. S.T. Sali. 1959 batch. Sorry. Sorry, sir. Extremely sorry. मला कसं कळलं? Anybody else is missing? Are closing 75. Or nearby 75. Mr. KV Mariwala.
Where is he? He is there.
Okay, thanks Nitin. Back to you.
Final part of today's celebrations, that are the vote of thanks. This will be followed by ending the Silver Jubilee celebrations on a sweet note with the cake cutting ceremony. Before that, I would like to announce that the activity booths in the ground at the back will reopen during the dinner and networking program, and all those who have not visited the activity booths can visit the same at dinner time too. May I now request Mr. Yashwant Jhaveri, Senior Vice President of UAA, to propose vote of thanks as well as conduct the final cake cutting ceremony.
Good evening. Dr. Anil Kakodkar, Professor Yadav, President of UA, Dr. Vijay Habu, Kishore Mariwala, Lalit Chadda, and Nitin Deshmukh. Professor Sarmaji, Professor Joshi, Dr. Ramarao, fellow alumni, students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of UA, I am very happy to extend very hearty vote of thanks for this evening. My thanks goes to today's chief guest, Dr. Anil Kakodkar, who has spent his valuable time for us and given us a very inspiring lecture for the day. We are also thankful to Professor Sharmaji, Professor Joshi, Dr. Ramarao to be with us on this evening. We are thankful to those alumni and distinguished alumni, distinguished awardees, especially marked to Vaibhav Sharma, who has come all the way from USA, and young achiever Vibhu. I am also thankful to all council members of our advisory committee, BOG members, past BOG member, past president, and other people who have come and made this evening very elegant and beautiful, especially in Dr. Habu's word, a live evening. My special thanks goes to Professor Yadav, who has continuously given us a support and guidance for this event. Dr. Vijay Habu, in fact, he is the person who has done a tremendous effort. And at one stage, we were in a condition that how many people will come or how many alumni will join us. And it was debated for, I think, 2 of our BOG meeting. Ultimately, one magic figure had come, but looking to his continuous effort after that meeting, this number of that magic has been changed. I am also thankful to Ravi Raghavan. We are missing him today, who has helped us to make this souvenir and many other things as far as media is concerned. After the cake cooking, I invite everyone for a dinner. Am I not doing your job? Okay, thank you very much. Good night.
So we will close this 25th anniversary celebrations on a sweet note by cutting a cake, and we would like to request Professor M.M. Sharma, who has played a very important role in founding this association, to come on stage and cut this cake along with Mr. Mariwala.
Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be.
We will have the Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malaya Shitalam, Sasya Shamalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram. Vanjubra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini Sukhadam Varadam Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram.
Thank you, and please join us for dinner. So if we can have all the moms come up the stage for a group photograph.